Hello everyone, my name is Bhumika CS and my teammates are Saurabh Tripathi, Kumar Shetty and Sheetal Shetty. We'll be presenting our project on highway lighting using hybrid power generation system. I'll just go ahead and share the PPT. Can everyone see?
Yes.
So coming to our abstract to understand why we have taken up this project and why it is required in today's society is that we know all of us are facing a problem due to the demand and generation due to fossil fuels. They're very polluting and very harmful for our environment, and also that they are becoming extinct very soon. Like there's not a lot of uh, days which we can depend on the production based on fossil fuels. So that's why we've chosen the renewable energy sources to be our source for power generation. And also renewable energy resources as a single source is not a proper answer to the energy crisis that we have now. So that is because these sources are intermittent and they're dependent on the weather conditions. So what we have done is we have built a hybrid model which basically combines the solar energy and the wind energy, which are two most sought after sources in today's world. Our main concentration is that our application is quite unique in the sense that it aims at building a green model of power generation and also aims at reducing the transmission losses. We'll mainly install these standalone units on highway dividers where they'll be used to power the street light. Also, if there is any surplus amount of power remaining, they can also be used to power the nearby village settlement areas. Coming to our objective, mainly it is to, as discussed before, it is to power the street lights on the highway using the renewable resources. Usually, there's an absence of street lights on the highways because there is a lot of transmission losses during the transfer of the power from the generation unit to a place where you require to power those street lights. So how our model comes in is that as we are installing them on the dividers only, the transmission distance between the street light and the generation unit reduces exponentially, therefore reducing our transmission losses. Also, as this is a renewable resource based system, it's an eco-friendly power generation model. And we can also use some sensors and other technologies to monitor the carbon footprint on the highway and the surrounding areas. Coming to the methodology, it will be further explained by my friend Saurabh.
Okay, so hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'll be explaining the methodology of our project here. My name is Saurabh Tripathi, and before going into the methodology, I would like to state that this would be a very different project if had not COVID-19 had hit the country. It would be a much better and hardware model since the constraints on time from the government that we have on us, we could not change our thoughts to the hardware model. And so what we have tried to do here is to simulate the exact process that goes on into designing such equipment on a simulating software. We have used a R2019A, the latest version, and we have used the exact weather conditions that will be there on the roads, on the highways, so that is when the device is actually placed on the highway, we get the actual output that we can use, so that that can be given to the highway lighting system and if and to the locals nearby. Okay, so we have taken radiation, temperature, and wind speed as our input for our solar power output and the wind power output, and combined to the for our a hybrid system of both. Okay, now we'll go deeper inside the methodology. We have the block diagram in front of us, as we can see. We have used a PV array which will be given to a DC-DC chopper, and a wind turbine will be the output from the wind turbine will be converted from AC to DC, and that will be given to a DC-DC chopper to regulate the DC output and will be given to a controller. For example, we have used here an MPPT, a controller, maximum power point controller. Now this controller will feed this energy to the battery storage, so that after when the sun is set, this battery can discharge further uh, to give on the lighting load. Now comes the inverter, so that the DC is converted to AC, and this AC can be used by the load or by the settlements nearby. Coming to the results, here we can see that the voltage that we are using from this is about 283 watts and 5.6 amp, giving us the output power of 1.5 kilowatt. The output that we have got is, as you can see in your left upper, is an AC waveform, with a pure AC waveform, and a current waveform down there of 5.6 ampere. The on the power on, as you can see on the right side of the table, we can see as the day starts, it's a 6 second a full day simulated here, and we have taken as that 0 to 4 second will be daylight, and 5 and 6 second will be the night time when the sun is not there. So 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 you see, when the sun is there, the power increases, the power output increases, goes up to 1.5, and it also changes as the radiance and the wind changes, comes down as the sun sets. But after 4 second mark, as you see, it still does not go to zero. It's because the solar panel is not working, of course, because the sun is set. But uh, as you can see, the sum output of about 200 watts will be provided by our wind system, that will be added to this graph. Now, moving on to the next slide, societal relevance, and my friends will tell further. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Kumar Sasi. Coming on to the societal relevance, the impact of our project on the society is the accident on the highways can be reduced due to better lighting. The surplus power generated can be employed to power the rural settlements in the vicinity of the highways. Usage of kerosene furnaces and other kind of rural cooking methods can be replaced by pollution-free electrically powered solution, which will positively impact the health condition. The influence of the electricity on the economy of the government and the common household can be reduced. So coming on to our next slide, which is conclusion. So the proposed model demonstrates the application of solar wind hybrid model on the highways of India. The project looks for the very realistic approach towards more green sources of energy. Our metropolitan cities are working 24/7 now, and due to our ever increasing hunger for power, the need of the hour is to diversify the sources of energy if we really care about the earth. The excess power from this project can be used by the near establishment or car charging centers, making the whole process much environmentally friendly. The current work runs a simulation factoring real life scenario. The further facilitates the building of a model which goes to prove the point how easily it is to generate power in a eco-friendly way. So the next slide is explained by my friends. Sheetal.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Sheetal Shetty. So, going on to the future scope, looking at the future scope, we can see in our project we have used a constant pitch angle, wind speed, and temperature. But in future, they can use or consider uh, varying values for wind speed, temperature for the further simulations, like a 24-hour values. Our model is renewable, and we have used two renewable energy sources, that is wind and solar, where in future they can use additional or different sources, for example biomass, water, diesel engines, any other sources. uh, and The other thing is cost. Cost of the overall system can be reduced in the upcoming days by introducing different technologies and that can be made more reliable. Coming on to the commercialization and targeted users. So okay, commercialization, it is, commercializing a new product or an idea is a long and potentially difficult one. Generally it requires a lot of patience, support and money as well. uh, Commercializing includes a lot of steps, like firstly it is idea of the product whatever we'll be manufacturing, then the marketing research that if the product is viable or not, then the design, both hardware and software whichever we are implementing, then modification, then testing, trialing, further a lot of things, and development of marketing plan. Everything includes in commercialization. So the when I say targeted users, our product, we can say the government can employ our product for the as a supplement for the generation, uh, the present orthodox method. The basic cost of our product is approximately like 35,000, like the overall installation cost. The consumer of this product are mainly power and energy department. So when I talk about the testing and all that, there are a lot of tests done for the PV cells, then for the windmills. They all come under the testing and commercialization thing. Moving on to the next slide, it is about the references, the informations where we have collected, and thank you.
Now, coming to our simulation block, as mentioned by my friend, we were not able to take up hardware modeling as such. So we've tried our best to simulate our model using real life scenarios and the real life input values only. So can you guys see the MATLAB screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So this is our vent system. We have taken generation speed, pitch angle, and variable vent speed as our input, which is for the so we've drawn power from our wind turbine here, and then we have inverted it further. And as the value of the output from our wind unit is usually low, so we have further boosted it as per our requirements. And coming to the solar unit, so this will be our solar panel, which is taking an irradiance of an input of irradiance of around for the 24-hour period, and it has a constant temperature of we've considered a constant temperature of 25 degrees Celsius, and this is our irradiation input for the whole 24-hour period of a day. Further, the output coming from that solar panel is again boosted, and an MPPT controller is also included in our system, which we can see here. This is our MPPT algorithm, and that is further used to regulate our output. And the combined output that is coming from both our wind and solar unit, we have stored it in a battery, which is in the DC mode. So as we are aiming to power our street lights, we need the power in AC mode. So we've used an inverter and further filtered it, and this will be our system load, which basically represents the street lights on the highway. Coming to our system output, this is our main voltage and current measurement. We can see it is a proper sine wave output, which is almost around 283 volts and around 5.6 amps. So this very well gives a power of around 1.5 kilovolts as discussed before, and it can be used to light up many street lights in a eco-friendly and fossil fuel powered generation free manner. So we've got this output, and we've successfully reached our aim of producing power using a green model. Thank you so much.